Hi, welcome to What's the Book About? I'm your host, Kevin. This is a more in-depth look at Mike Moscoe's Lost Millennium series, so be warned, there will be some more spoilers. So what is this series about? Well, this is the author's view of the military. Specifically, this is the military stripped of all national rhetoric, technology, and boiled down to its pure essence. And how does the author see the military? Well, for him, the military is the soldiers who fight, the people they protect, and the battles they wage. Now, this is not an abstract dictation of the author's view of what the military should be, but like I said, how he feels it really is, the core of it. See, during these three books, you get to see the characters who are drawn to serve in the military to fight, and it runs a wide gamut covering a large range of the reasons people answer the call to serve, starting from Anita, who seeks vengeance for the wrongs done to her and knowing that the wrongs will be done to other people she cares about. And it goes to the horsemen who fight mostly for the thrill of the fight, but it doesn't stop there. No, it also covers the people who serve for honor. And there are two basic forms: those who fight for the honor to protect those that they care for, and those that fight for the honor of shedding blood for their god and their clans. One is fairly obviously to protect, the other is to build, to conquer. Neither is presented as wholly wrong, so it gives a more nuanced view of the reasons to serve in the military. Now, the people the military serve are more than just those who ask for it. In fact, the two major differences between Luna and Jax and the major horseman clan's view of honor go to the heart of this issue. The two ways that society deals with the military is either to integrate it into society so that the military is civilians who take up on these roles, and then there's the horseman version where it's the authority comes from the military, those in power. Now, by getting to see both sides with a greater depth, the author does show both the flaws and positives of each system, although the author is biased towards the Luna Jack version, which is closer to what you see in the Western military, where the military officers and soldiers are citizens who take up this duty and can set it aside. Whereas with the clan version, where the military is the government, it is not something they can readily put down and walk away from. The last point that the author is covering is how the military handles battles and how they wage war and why they wage war. Sometimes it's for survival. In fact, in this particular case, it's survival for both of them. For the goddess worshippers, they're trying to survive against a force that is trying to take everything they have and subjugate them. Whereas the horsemen are running out of food. They're actually conquering these lands so they don't die of hunger. They're not quite completely desperate yet, but they know they're going to be. And it's forcing them, natural causes are forcing them to fight to survive. Now, at first, you were presented with the relentless onslaught of the horsemen as being completely evil and villainous. It's only by getting to see and know and understand the horsemen that we see that they're just trying to survive. The fact that they don't recognize these goddess worshippers, these peace lovers, these farmers as people equal to them is cause for the major conflict and the lack of resolution for anything other than war for these people. It's not until the farmers take up arms and become soldiers that they establish themselves as equal, because that's the main goal of the military, is to be able to protect through war, through fighting, to establish some kind of peace. But not every battle or victory won on the battlefield guarantees peace. In fact, in the first two books, despite the fact that the goddess worshippers win through a military victory, they don't actually achieve peace. It's not till the third book, when the two forces are able to actually talk and communicate as equals due to their victories on the battlefield, that we actually manage to see them forge a real lasting peace, which is the author's kind of viewpoint of what the military is supposed to serve, and their end goal is not to fight battles and win wars, but to make peace possible. It's an unusual take on the military fiction that I've never really seen anywhere else. Most of the other military fiction that I've read, it's all been about winning the battles, and the aftermath of the war is usually fairly glossed over. In this case, the trilogy, the whole point is to make a lasting peace. And this larger, subtler issue is what makes for this series to be such a great read. Why I have to give the series itself as a whole 4 out of 4 stars. And like I've said before, you can find the books fairly easily under the author's pen name of Mike Moscow, but they're being republished as ebooks as well under the name of Mike Shepard, his real name. So there's no reason you can't go out, read these, and enjoy. Till next time, have a good one.